What's up everybody, Bueller here again, and today I wanted to do a video on the TA routine. I had a lot of requests for this and how we chart and how we find our effective levels, so I just wanted to go through that with everyone. So instantly, in the TA routine, by the way, there is a playlist on this. If you would like to check it out, please go to the playlist of the channel. There is it's called the technical analysis routine. I say TA for short. The technical analysis routine will take you through the most effective way to find levels in a very, very simple way too. So it's not really that hard, and you get the best levels that you need. So let's just go through this. So I was going to do a few examples, but I think I'm just going to do Tesla. We did Apple with the group today, covering the emerging candles. And as you can see here, mainly just grabbing the important levels there. And I'll show you here on Tesla exactly how we got everything. But first off, we like to start grabbing our range. If you want to start on the weekly or a bigger time frame that you can, but what we like to do is just kind of give a general view of the overall current range. So right now you can see we have a shoulder over here and the high shoulder over here where the all-time high sits. So again, I'm just marking the tops of where the tops of my buyers where they kind of stopped at. So you can see I'm not exactly on right there, but I'm going to adjust it further on in the 4-hour. And again, this is just to help you get a general view of the chart, see where everything's at. And you can see current price is way up here in the top side of its current channel. So let's go down to the 4-hour and let's get our levels a little more exact. So an emerging candle is mainly just grabbing the top of your buyer, where the buyer decided to stop. So that's what I'm going to be focused on every time I'm grabbing any of my levels. And again, I'm going to go from left to right, just like in a book. You know, when you read a book, it's always left to right. You're never doing, just random. You wouldn't start here and then go back here and then go over here and have all your TA. And you also wouldn't be staring at where current price is. You don't stare at where current price is while grabbing your levels. You're going to be focused over here. So since we have our current range between 882 and 1200s, I'm going to just zoom in right here where all my buyer candles are at, so I can focus on them better, right? So let's get this one at the top a little bit more accurate. It's about right there at 1218. This is where the last buyer closed. You can see we had after hours push up, sellers closed down, pre-market and after hours just kind of chilled there, and no real buyer candles closed. We just had two closes over with low volume again, so nothing to really mark there. But 1250 is a good notable psychological level. But let's focus on the emerging candles. So I'm going to zoom in again and mark the top of your buyers. It's really not that hard. It's very, very simple. Mark the top of the close of that day. This is kind of what you want to focus on first. Sometimes you'll have to grab this one here. You can see that's not the close of the day, but that's where the farthest that the buyers went. Sorry, stuttering so much. Grabbed another, and as you can see, I do have some really good range between here. There's two methods you can do for this. So there's one where you can grab your fib, and you can just grab the orange line here, the 50%. It's just a fancy way of saying I'm grabbing the halfway point of that range. Or in this case, I'm going to focus on grabbing the tops of these buyer candles here, because as you can see here, there is a pretty good amount of range, so I might as well add it, right? And the levels are going to be reliable, so let's auto zoom back out. As you can see, we have a pretty good amount of levels marked. We could definitely go over here and fix up some stuff here, but since price is way up here, let's just focus on what's over here, right? And you can go down to the 30-day, 30-minute is another great time frame as well, just to see if you can get anything else. It doesn't look like we can get anything else besides maybe some trend lines, but of course, we're just focused on levels today. So let's go to the 3-day, 5-minute. And an amazing thing I like to do on this 3-day, 5-minute is I like to focus on highs, lows, opens, and closes. So the previous day especially. So if you end up grabbing your previous day high, previous day low, previous day open, and previous day close, you actually get 4 more really, really strong levels that we like to use in our chat as well as the community. And as you can see here, there is a high over here that I'm missing. And there is about a high over here that I'm missing. Again, you could mark this if you want, but again, it's just kind of this general area, the top of that high, the top of that high, just that general area. So as you can see, we have everything we need from those time frames. Of course, there's still a ton that we could grab here. Let's see what we could do there. Since there's a ton of room there, let's use that 50% trick that I showed y'all. Whoops, wrong one. Whoops. Alright, so we're in this area. There's a lot of room. What can we add in here? Is there anything in this area? No. Is there anything from more recent price action? Yes, there is. Okay, so we'll do this first. The close of that day, the close of that day. And if you really wanted to, just to double check it, you could grab a point. But as you can see, it's pretty close to our level there, so might as well leave it. Auto zoom back out. You can see we have levels now to fight with, and it will look ugly. This will look ugly on your bigger time frames. What you're worried about for when you're day trading is your smaller time frames with reasoning. And one more thing to add on before I zoom in again and talk about the smaller time frame is the amazing thing about this system and the charting system is it doesn't matter if you're someone who likes to leave your levels on the chart or if you're someone who likes to clear them every day or every other day or every few days. Both types of people will enjoy this system because the system is very effective and it's routine. You shouldn't have to, you should be able to clear this and get the same levels or about the same levels. It really shouldn't affect you too hard. But at the same time, if you do want to just not clear them, you can leave them there knowing they're very reliable levels. You don't have to keep going and rechanging them, so it's just nice. And just like I did on the bigger time frames, do it on the smaller time frames. Tell the story of the chart. What happened here? We broke our pre-market, fell down to this known region here at 1070s, ended up pushing up, holding with accumulating volume. You can see from candle to candle, we didn't just overtake the opening price, that pivot point, a very, very strong pivot point. We overtook it with rising volume, a very strong amount of volume. Mark the top of that because that is going to be a very important area to hold, right? Because we just accumulated to it. So we might as well try and hold it. As you can see, bouncing between our other very important level here at 1100 and our level here where we saw the volume pour in, they ended up holding and buyers ended up taking it back higher with more accumulating volume. So very, very nice. And so taking it again, you get another continuation, another longer, slower continuation as we get into the lunch hours. And now you can see we're just kind of chilling out here at the 1150s. So overall, the amazing thing with this system is it's helping you get a trade plan. So overall, even if you don't focus on what happened today, you're just focused on all these levels, totally disregard what actually happened today, you should be able to create a plan based on the levels in front of you right here. It shouldn't mess with you to be bullish or bearish. You should plan for both sides. At this point, a trade under the previous day close would have been solid for scalps looking to the downside with a stronger break below at the previous day low. You can see we actually failed to even get to that level. We ended up testing the higher low from yesterday. We hit here and then held above it. So you can see holding that same level again, it's a very, very strong area. So if you were short from this area, you have to be looking to take profits before it gets too, disgusting, a little slow for your options contract. And then afterwards, you can take it further if it ends up, tanking further, giving you volume, giving you more confirmation. But then overall, you can see it end up holding, going higher. So overall, it's good to test for both downside and above side. You're not just looking for what's good or what looks good from the bigger time frame. You can plan for both sides every single day using those two kind of charting systems together, the bigger time frame emerging candles and your yesterday candles mixed with some of your smaller time frames. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more of these, please let me know. Thank you again.